Hello everybody, Tyler from ALLTRACK here again. So what we see here is a 2018 ALLTRACK AT-50HD. This machine's set up with a Brushtrack package. That is an option that we use for companies looking to use the machine for forestry / wildfire fighting. So what that includes heavy duty exterior ROPS and heavy front bumper. This one in particular is set up with the wide 33-inch tracks. These units are all going down to Florida. In Florida, they're looking for really low ground pressure to be able to operate in the soft grounds they have down there. The Brushtrack package includes guarding and all the lights, and then also an open cab if required with guarding, or standard enclosed cab with heat and everything depending where the unit's going. So this machine is about as installed, so with all the options that are on this thing, you're looking it's about 12,000 pounds. Still makes the machine easy to move around. Unloaded, we have a ground pressure of about 1.5 psi. Fully loaded, we're just over 2 psi. Set up with 145 horsepower John Deere. Wide, this one has a wide deck to fit the pump package that the client's looking to put on this thing. Our typical deck is 6'6" wide. This one stretched out a little wider to accommodate that pump package as well as the wider tracks. So we have the back of the unit here, we got heavy duty tie downs as well as a 2-inch receiver. You see it in the back there, we have remote boosting terminals to boost off the battery. This one's equipped with dual batteries. Heavy duty urethane drive sprockets and solid rubber tires. New to the AT-50 is metal face sealed oil bath hubs. These hubs provide the very best in reliability and longevity for harsh applications. Grease hubs tend to not stand up too well when you're in really wet terrain, in and out of the water all the time. This alleviates any of the maintenance requirements that were previously required with the greasing hubs. This whole vehicle only has 2 grease points in the whole machine, one for track tension and one for greasing the front idler. It's equipped with a hydraulic tilting cab. You see there on the right hand side, that's the hydraulic tank. We've got a heavy duty guarded beacon on top. This unit has a 15,000 pound electric winch. The winch is set up on a receiver mount, so you can actually move the winch from the front or the back of the vehicle. Both sides are equipped with quick to install electric plugs. The lights on this unit are a 12-volt dedicated LED light. These lights provide no radio interference, which is something important for a lot of agencies using two-way communication. This one also has a heavy-duty air cleaner with a vortice type pre-cleaner on it, as well as guarded deck lights. They are pivotable, so you can set them to the angle and attitude that you require. Just going to lift the cab here to show you how that works. So they have master disconnects on the batteries. Essentially just set the cab to tilt. You'll see the 2 ROPS locks disengage and the cab lifts up. The cab lifts quite quickly. There's also a manual override. Should you lose DC power or battery power, you can actually override the pump using the standard jack handle. This is nice, in an emergency type situation where something goes wrong, you want to be able to have some redundancies. So you see here as this finishes lifting up, you get very good access to the whole side of the engine. Any maintenance that needs to be done can easily be done. Let's take a look at the turbo here. Any of the kind of requirements for hydraulic maintenance or diagnostic or anything is basically all done right here on this valve on the side of the engine. You're not digging into the frame to try to get the valves. This helps a lot, like I say, should anything go wrong, to help quickly diagnose any issues. You see the whole cab tilts forward. Same with the filters, oil filters, hydraulic filter, or sorry, fuel filters, the primary and the secondary filter, as well as access to the starter. Nice access to the oil pan or the oil filler for oil changes. To complete an oil change, you simply drop one of the skid plates and you can access the oil pan directly. I'll just drop this cab back down so you can see how that works. To drop the cab, you simply move the lever to the return position. Once the cab gets over center, it'll actually start coming down just on the weight of the cab itself in a controlled fashion. If you're down a steep hill, you can pressure the cab down as well. So inside the cab here, so this unit, they say, is going to a warm climate, so they elected to have an open cab. Our standard cab is actually a fully enclosed cab with heat, glass, as well as a little bit fancier interior finishings, but due to the open nature of this cab, a painted surface is preferable because you just pressure wash it out and away you go. Just climb up here. So you'll see here we use basic electrical switches. There is no ECU or drive controller for running the unit. This is preferable for a lot of situations, especially in emergency response type situations. It's just less to go wrong. We have nice pilot lights to warn you of any issues. Clearly marked switches. These are the hydraulic pilot controls. We also have an option for a single joystick if you prefer that. I see here equipped with 2 ventilation fans. There's a glove box where we keep some of the extra components and documents. And then here in the dash you'll see there is the controller or the display for the engine itself. This is a tier 3 engine in this unit. You can cycle through any of the options in the display to see any engine related information you'd like to see.